Hello LEGO fans, it's Jang here from JangBricks.com with a look at a LEGO Chima 2014 summer set with 1,301 pieces. This is the Flying Phoenix Fire, oh how I want to say Femple, but it's Temple. I want to start with the big thing because it's the big thing and it's the main thing that I'm assuming most folks came to actually look at, because this is the Flying Phoenix Fire Temple itself. Everything else is auxiliary to it. As a matter of fact, some of the stuff that you're seeing here is auxiliary to the flying part of it. Yes, the whole thing, well, most of it will fly. Before we get to that though, here's a look at the entrance. Got a couple of very large flaming torches, and the gates are able to open, so the idea is that this is supposed to be a secure facility and you're trying to keep bad guys out, of course. But then again, I don't know just how secure it is, because all these walls here are just really short. Doesn't really seem like it would be too difficult for the bad guys to just hop on over that. The outer side walls, I think, look very nice. It's a nice looking design and a nice color scheme, even a little bit of foliage around here. But again, I don't really feel like it would take much effort for the minifigs to get over that, so you have to put a little bit of effort of imagination into it, imagining that this is much larger than it appears here. On each side of the major structure back here, you have a tower, and that tower is capped off by a turret. And it's a pretty nice looking thing once it's up like this, but when it's actually loaded up, it's always going to be facing down. It just pivots up and down with gravity. You want to put a minifig on here to try to offset that weight a little bit, get it to balance out just a little bit better. It's going to be firing down, which makes sense because the enemies are going to be mostly on the ground, but you can angle it up if you want to attack some aerial targets. This is not able to spin around on its own though. It only angles up and down. The core of the main structure features this large and tall wall. Now that looks like something that's going to be much more difficult to scale. Up top it has a large stylized phoenix head sort of thing going on, and that does have what appears to be a cockpit in it. We'll see what that's all about in a minute. More from the side, you can kind of see the head shape a little bit better, and this is supposed to be an eye. That's a pretty clever use of that Hero Factory piece right there. So this is pretty good looking right now. And down below on either side, you get these kind of claw torches. So these are kind of like the claws of, or talons, you know, of a bird or bird-like animal. And it's got a little bit of fire in the middle. One on either side, and you can see some details with stickers in the back, just adding a little extra texture and cool looks to the thing. Lots of stickers with this set, over 30. If you don't like them, just leave them off. And then this here in the center looks like a nest. It's actually a separate assembly that you can pick up however you want, but it just has a bunch of these really nice looking little designs of balls in here, which you can use as ammunition. You can shoot those. Now when you turn this whole thing around, it starts to look not quite so good anymore. Lots of Technic lift arms, large, lots of stuff exposed. You even got a big old rubber band here that's just super obvious with the yellow color, and it just stands out and really doesn't look all that great back here. The walls I think look pretty good, and the turrets still look pretty good on the sides there, but all this center stuff is not so great. But for me, any disappointment in the look goes away as soon as I check out the functionality of it, because there you go, off we go, flying away. Of course, I want you to see that again from some different angles so you can see just what all is going on. Lots of folding, and I want to see it more from the top. Here we go. And that's why they call this the Flying Fire Fortress, because that is one big old flying mechanical beast that is ready to do some damage from the air. And that's why you have a cockpit up in the head. I think it's really designed for one minifig, but there is just enough room for two. Kind of a tight squeeze though. You can fit a total of 4 minifigs and seats on this though, if you then put just 2 more out on the wingtip cannons. Now this thing does have a sturdy enough build thanks to all of those previously ugly and exposed Technic lift arms, which are now pretty much hidden away in there. And you can just hold it with one hand and it's pretty secure. It's not going to be falling apart like this, so pretty good for actual playability, though it is heavy for younger kids to hold on to. Interestingly here, it's actually cool that the little cannons are swiveling freely, because as you angle the thing, it's like they're readjusting their own angles to accommodate whatever you're doing. So it almost is like they have a mind of their own, or like those minifigs are actually controlling the things. Now you can shoot those launchers with your free hand. And on the bottom of the thing, in a perfect position, right there for your index finger, is a bomb release button. You push down on that. One at a time, you drop these fireballs. Those are stored in this central kind of bomb bay chamber right here. When you run out and need to get new ammo, you will need to land, do the reverse transformation, and right here is where you would load these up. Just get some extra ones from the nest here. Very nice little convenient loading door. Once that's all full, just convert back and fly away. Now the bad guys get some love with this set too, with the form of this saber-tooth tribe attack vehicle. And once again, they've done the weird Chima thing of going with a strange and somewhat awkward looking, very aggressively styled animal-based vehicle. And those are supposed to be the eye detail on either side. Little claws down here, it's supposed to be kind of the teeth or something like that, I guess. It does have shooters on the sides, but they're always going to be angled down. You can turn them out like this to kind of make them be angled straight. So I guess if you're doing a strafing run, you can shoot those. I really like this little ice orb too. It's just a really nice little design. Exactly the same design as you get with the fire ones, but the color scheme makes it extra cool. And that is a transparent blue color, not just an opaque blue. What else have we got going on here? It's really huge wheel on the back. Again, just kind of a weird mash of different ideas. Nice new piece for 2014, used for the tail here. These are supposed to be kind of like your I guess ears, and they're just acting as stabilizers here. Interesting way that they did the treads here. It actually is making full contact with the ground here. Your minifig for this one is going to go in the front. The whole front opens up, gives you very nice convenient access there. Notice also the use of some uncommon colors with this thing, but the coup de grace of this set is the special attack mode. Look at that. Oh man, wow, that is aggressive and very animalistic and works super well. I will show you the mechanism for that a little more closely, but before I do that, I want to show you something else. Namely, all of this coming off and turning into a flying vehicle. That is pretty darn cool. It's like the head of the saber-tooth cat. Looks really good, and this is actually able to now shoot effectively with these side shooters, which can still turn to the sides, but this is not even as cool as this thing gets, because watch this transforming action right here. Oh man, did not see that coming. And it's a really nice little bit of geometry that they did right there, with one shorter arm, one longer arm here. Makes for a really interesting, different twin pod kind of fighter design there. I like it a lot. With the flying section removed from the base, this now becomes pretty much useless. You don't really put a person in here or anything, so it's not going to do anything, but at least this allows you to see the mechanism of how this grabs a little bit better. There's the tail end of a flick-fire missile piece in there. Watch that, and also watch this little cam here, which is going to move freely to make the thing go up. It's going to fall down on the other side, and when it comes back, cam moves out of the way and then falls back into place. So this is going to go up and over, then under, up and over, then under. Minifig time. For this first batch, we'll just look at the Phoenix Tribe members. You've got Flinks on the left, Fleminox in the middle, who is the leader of the Phoenix Tribe, and then Fulltrax. All of these look very proud and very regal, and they've got really nice looking weapons and stuff. But I'm not a big fan of the headpieces. The way that the hair sticks up kind of looks a little bit comical. I feel like this tribe would need to be taken a little bit more seriously, and I think that the look of those heads doesn't go quite so well. Let me take some stuff off. Disarmed, down armored, and de-winged. You can get in closer and really see the details of the torsos especially. Just beautiful stuff they always do for Chima. Looking at them from the other side, you can see the rest of the head sculpts, and look at that, they actually have prints on the backs of the torsos, as you can see with all the other stuff on there. The faces look just like eagles, only red and more angry, and there are 2 per head. Here are a couple of cats, including, what do you know, a female character. It's Tormac on the left and Liella on the right, and I really like Tormac's huge bow. That's really nicely built. A little bit tough to get the gold colored lightsaber blade all the way through this 1x1 brick with studs on all sides. But once you do, it's really a good look, and it's a satisfying build to actually make a bow rather than just having a one-piece thing that you just throw on there. And you do notice that both of these have the same head sculpt. They've just used different colors and different prints. Weapons and armor removed. I would really someday like to shake the hand of whoever designs these prints for these Chima sets. They're just fantastic, incredible. It's all original too. And you can see you've got print on the side of the tiger head as well. You can start to see the face under there just a little bit on the back. And there they are, fully exposed. Taking a look at that side. And there's the other side. For bad guys, we get Stealthor, the Sabertooth, and Voom Voom, the Vulture. Yeah, Voom Voom is his name. Well, beyond the name though, pretty cool figure with all the transparent stuff. I love transparent stuff, especially transparent light blue. And you get the leg with Voom Voom, and with Stealthor you get the arm, one arm side. So once again, we'll have to take some more stuff off to see these a little bit better. But there's what you see, how they are fully assembled with their weapons and everything. Disarmed, down armored, and de-winged. You get to see the details of the torso prints. Much better, not having to look through the armor. Print on the side there. Pretty cool stuff. And you can see the prints on the back. Look at that. They actually have prints on the back. Pretty gnarly figures these ones are. Pretty gnarly indeed. And there are their faces. You get 1 face for the Vulture, 2 for the Sabertooth. So once again, the Chima set design team has come up with what I feel to be a very good play set. In this sort of fortress mode, you get something that takes up a lot of space. It has defensible areas to it. It looks good. It has defense/offense weapons to it, and you get a large sized vehicle to go up against it. So pretty decent balance there. You know, it's not like you get all this and then just a tiny little thing on the side to try to go against it. That requires that you really get other sets. This works as a set just by itself, even if you don't have anything else from this theme yet. Now, they don't give you as good of a balance of the minifigs, but they do give you a large number of minifigs, so I have to appreciate that. To me, this works just as it is, just as you see it here, and the whole flying mode, the whole transformation of most of the temple structure is like icing on the cake, and it's a lot of icing on the cake, because it's a major transformation, not just some small little thing. And the Phoenix, the whole flying fortress thing, it really looks good to me. Also has very good playability itself. So to me, this set is a win, but I want to know what you think about it. Please post up a comment with your thoughts about the set, your opinions. You don't have to match mine. You can completely disagree with me. As long as you're respectful about it, it's always great to see more different people's opinions. For now, it's time for me to clear this out of the studio, bring some more stuff in, get some more videos done, go back, build more stuff, and just keep it going. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be talking to you again very soon.